obstacle course, it's a journey with a start and a reason. We are fighting off aliens. It's a hidden tutorial done right. Next choice, pistol versus knife. Well, I'm going for a full-on stealth build, so pistol, obviously. If everyone's dead, there's no one around to say you weren't stealthy. The gunplay itself is stellar. Aim down the sights, reloading, all the usual bells and whistles are there. Nothing wrong here, and the gun's sound effects are good. Next up, one of the techniques you'll be using the most, the bullet jump. Crouch, then instantly jump to launch yourself through the air like an angry salmon jumping up a raging river. Bullet jumping makes travelling feel fun. It's fast, it's responsive, there's no cooldown. It's an excellent movement system. This, again, is something we'll come back to again later. Our escape ship arrives, but then gets shot down by the intro segment's big bad guy, Vox. He is the same guy who put a strange bug on our arm earlier. This is a great bit of storytelling. The big bad guy just destroyed our means of escape, thus making us hate him and forcing us to keep fighting. It also sets up a villain which from a story archetype standpoint is a great driving force. We now have motivation. Next choice, bow or machine gun. Bow, obviously. I've played Tomb Raider. I know how massively overpowered medieval weapons are in games, and goddamn I was not wrong. Oh, also, if you bullet jump into the air then draw the bow, you aim and slowly glide while aiming. If you do this with a pistol, you full-on John Woo your way through the air, diving and shooting. I can't fully explain how goddamn cool you feel while doing this, and that is probably the biggest thing that we will come back to later. Sometimes you'll find locked doors and hacking into them brings up a quick mini-game, either stopping the spinning dial at the right time by pressing spacebar, or in later levels lining up some puzzle tiles. It's easy to understand, doesn't interrupt the action too badly, and because you are timed, it keeps the pressure up. Plus, if you fail, you don't die, you just have to fight some more enemies, which honestly, with this combat system, doesn't feel like a punishment. We finish off the opening section with a huge mob fight which just hits all the right buttons. It's that beautiful balance of tactical and chaotic, brutal and graceful. It's planning, acting and reacting combined, and the fluid movement system combined with the stellar ranged combat makes this just so goddamn fun. And then we win, and are whisked off to our ship, and now the problems with the game begin. Your ship is your hub of operations. It's where you'll upgrade your mods and your warframe and select your next mission from. It's a nice little setup, but the first time you arrive, you are instantly greeted with a message pop-up giving you free stuff. Now these are probably event items, but this is a really jarring change. From a very nice, self-contained story with great pacing to, hey, free stuff, you don't even know what this is, but have it, it's free. Doesn't really work. But let's overlook this small oversight and focus on the gameplay. While on your ship, you have access to a navigation console which shows you all the levels you can travel to. Each level is a repeatable self-contained run and gun adventure. Some need you to kill stuff, some are area wave defense, some you need to rescue NPCs. There's lots, but they're all essentially some variation of go and do Space Ninja stuff, which I'm fine with. Space Ninja stuff is awesome, although I don't think my bow is meant to be doing that.
Stock's always changing.
That doesn't look right.
Don't take too long.
Here's what I've written down in my notes for this bit. Great combat, great movement. That's it. That's all I wrote. Because I was actually enjoying the game so much, I forgot to write things down. Warframe is one of the only games that was so much fun on a moment-to-moment, second-to-second gameplay basis, I forgot to do my job. This mission sees us retrieve an important component, and then we head back to the ship and install it and get access to more systems, the marketplace. Okay, I absolutely love this whole opening. Not only has the opening used a hidden, narrative-driven tutorial to show us the basics and then put us in a position to use them, it's then had us slowly expand the ship and unlock additional systems. I forgot to do my job. This mission sees us retrieve an important component, and then we head back to the ship and install it and get access to more systems, the marketplace. Okay, I absolutely love this whole opening. Not only has the opening used a hidden, narrative-driven tutorial to show us the basics and then put us in a position to use them, it then had us slowly expand the ship and unlock additional systems one at a time, so we get chance to understand the system and explore it and see. I I summon Dark Magician in attack position. Dark Magician, attack his life points directly. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm Josh Strife-Hayes. I've spent years playing the best MMO games available. Now it's time to do the opposite and find the worst of the worst. I'm going to play them all so you don't have to. Join me on a journey through the most awful MMOs I can find. Drop a like on the vid and huge thank you to both Up 101. Now, I'd never played this before, even as a kid, and I've had lots of people recommending it to me, so I actually went into this one with pretty high expectations. First thing you notice is the main website is very, very colourful. This looks like something straight from the late 90s, early 2000s educational era. I'm getting very Legend of the Zoombinis.
We've done it. Callus is no more.
You gave him a Cabal's end. I'll believe it when I see it for myself.
Hey, do you guys feel that?
No clue what you're talking about. We're almost at the Veil. Hang tight. No more running away. Rest now. Well, the uglier they are, the harder they fall, right? No? Come on.
We finally found you.
Get your ghost!
What's wrong, Osiris?
Get your ghost out of there!
Finality takes shape.
It's creating the link!
At long last.
Destroy it!
What just happened?
We just lost.
Zavala. Come in.
The universe makes us all victim and perpetrator. Life's infinite cruelty. You, more than any, suffer both fates. Be free.
The Traveler. Gone. Should I feel humbled by this sacrifice? Relieved that it can't grant any more of our enemies the light? Lost? Without a God in whom I can place my trust? But what consumes me in this moment is the human loss. We've watched so many die for this war. And yet, those losses have given us insight and common bonds. We stand alongside more allies than ever before. Humans, Awoken, the Lixni, even the Cabal. When I came to the last city, I looked up to the heavens for the hope the Traveler gave us. Stay sharp. Good to have you back. Be brave.
Welcome. Guardian, the Traveler is gone, but we're still here. It may seem small, but it's no less important under the circumstances. Despite your triumphs against the former Emperor, the Witness has transformed the Traveler, and gone somewhere we cannot follow. Losses are no stranger to any of us. And I have long since known that the world does not obey laws of poetic justice, much as we might hope otherwise. It would be easy to look at the sky and falter. We cannot. We must take the time we have and make these losses mean something. Neptune is the best and only direction we have. Work with the Cloud Striders. Learn what you can about the Veil. A step at a time, an inch at a time, we keep going. With or without the Traveler.
I appreciate what you're saying,
Something's
Tyler.
missing here.
Thank you. Yes, we'll speak again tomorrow.
Vibes, but it's free, so let's make an account. Wizard 101 is all about magic and spells, so we have to choose whether we are a boy wizard or a girl wizard. This is a somewhat limited choice, guys. Plus, boy wizards wear blue and girl wizards wear pink. Not really pushing the boat out too much on this one, are we? Now for a name. Right, this is one of those games, kind of like Horse Riding Tales, where you can't actually choose your own name. You've got to create a name from a pre-selected bank of names. You've got your first name and then 2 surnames. This is a system used by companies to make sure no one ever makes anything rude and no one corrupts the virtue of its mostly child players. So I spend some time trying to make something rude, but I don't get too far. Eventually I just settle with Richard because it shortens to Dick, and that makes me chuckle. Next up we have to choose a wizard type, which major element we are going to follow. You've got your standard magical schools like fire or ice or nature, but you've also got myth. Or death. Ooh yes, let's do death, necromancy all the way. So the username Josh Strife Hayes is taken because I honestly downloaded this before Christmas and signed up using a burner email, then I never got round to playing it and forgot the burner email, so I'm forced to go with Josh Strife Hayes 2. The game begins, we are thrown into the character creation system and a
With Neomuno Civil News, I'm Jisoo Colorado.
It doesn't make sense. How are we still alive? Was the witness only interested in the Veil? It appears to have created a link using ghosts and the Veil. The convergence of primordial light and darkness to open a portal. But to where? We should focus our efforts on the Veil and the trail the witness might have left behind. If you need a moment, take it. But bear in mind, one loss does not equate to defeat. Keep fighting.
Callus is gone, and the Veil is safe for now. I don't really know what victory looks like going forward, but I'm not gonna take this win from us. From Neomuna. It's weird not being the rookie anymore. I'm just Cloudstrider Nimbus. Feels wrong, like I jumped out a window without my board. There was confidence in knowing the buck stopped with someone else. For Rohan, when I met him at least, it seemed like he just took everything in stride. It was easy for him. I guess I'll get there someday. We're having Rohan's induction into the Hall of Heroes in a bit. Will you join us? It'll be great. Quinn will say something stuffy, there'll be lots of cheering, maybe a whistle if you want to get spicy. But I think he'd be honored if you were there.
Bye.